Imagine a world where letters dance, numbers blur, and no one understands why you're different. This is the story of a little boy who was called lazy and stubborn, but all he needed was someone to truly see him. Today we dive into a heartwarming journey of talent, struggle, and redemption in Taare Zameen Par, where one teacher changes a child's life forever.
Ishaan is an 8-year-old creative child, often seen as a problem kid among his friends. He fails every subject and ranks the lowest in his class. He is repeating 3rd grade, and from his results, he might repeat again. Unlike Ishaan, his big brother Johan is a perfect student. Besides studying, he plays tennis and will join the coming state tennis championship. Ishaan often fights with the local kids who tease him. One day, a boy's mom complains to Ishaan's dad, Nan Kishore. He is forced to say sorry to the boy and his mom. After they leave, he pushes Ishaan down to teach him a lesson. Though Nan Kishore loves his sons, he is too strict with Ishaan. He thinks Ishaan's poor grades and lack of skills are due to laziness. The next day at school, Ishaan's English teacher tells him to read a line. He tries hard but struggles with every word. He cannot understand letters, but teachers think he is naughty. When she keeps forcing him to read, he shouts nonsense and is kicked out of class. Ishaan getting punished is nothing new. In fact, he stays outside more than inside, as teachers think he distracts others. That day, Ishaan didn't do his math work. Scared of punishment, he skips school and roams around. He has a great day, buys ice cream, sits by the sea, and watches people. At day's end, he returns to the school bus, and no one notices he was gone. At home, he paints a wonderful picture. Ishaan enjoys painting, and his creative mind helps him create amazing work. Later, his mom Maya helps him with homework. She sees his writing as bad, and he spells everything wrong. Like others, she thinks he's lazy and scolds him. Next day, Ishaan needs to give a leave note to his teacher. Afraid, he begs his brother to write it for him. Johan makes him promise not to skip again and writes it. Ishaan gives the note to his teacher, who doesn't question it. He also fakes a cough to act like he was sick. That day, the math teacher gives a surprise test. Ishaan gets his paper, but the letters seem to dance. The first question asks him 3 times 9. In his head, he imagines Earth, the 3rd planet, fighting Pluto, the 9th. He pictures Earth winning and thinks the answer is 3. Leaving the rest, he submits the paper. When asked, he happily says he liked the test. The next day, Nan Kishore comes back from a trip. Ishaan hugs him excitedly, but during breakfast, Nan finds the fake note. After checking, he learns Ishaan skipped school and wandered around. The next day, the parents visit the school and meet the teachers. They learn about his bad behavior and math test. The principal says Ishaan might need a special school for disabled kids. Nan Kishore is shocked at the thought. Both parents are worried and choose to send him to boarding school. Ishaan hates the idea. He cries and begs them not to send him. Though they also feel sad, they believe it is best for him. That night, Ishaan dreams of losing his mom in a crowd and wakes up crying. She tries to comfort him, and he promises to study if allowed to stay. Maya is heartbroken, but Nan remains firm. The day arrives, and Ishaan is taken to a countryside boarding school. He must share a dorm and can only see his family monthly. It's scary for the little boy, who never left home before. The hostel head warns him that misbehavior won't be allowed. After a tour of the school, the family leaves sadly. Ishaan watches their car go with tears. He keeps looking even after it disappears. As night comes, he enters the hostel while crying. He avoids everyone and barely eats dinner. At night, he can't sleep, so he goes to the bathroom and quietly cries for his mom. Meanwhile, Maya goes through his stuff at home. She finds a flip book showing him being taken from his family. The book breaks her heart, showing how scared he is of being away. At the hostel, Ishaan struggles with simple tasks like tying his tie or shoes. It's okay, Ishaan. Even I still struggle with those. On the first day, the Hindi teacher, Mr. Tiwari, makes him sit with Rajan, the class topper. The teachers soon see Ishaan is different. He rarely listens and is hit by the art teacher. Nothing changes from his old school. He still gets punished and left out for ruining group work. Eventually, he gets so upset that he rips his books and throws them away. He stops trying and falls into sadness and self-hate. When his parents visit after a month, he locks himself inside and cries hard. When urged, he runs out and does laps around the court. They take him to a hotel to give him a break. Johan gives him a painting kit as a present. But sadly, Ishaan has quit painting and lost his creative side. Next day, the family leaves him again. Later, Ishaan feels worse than ever. He stares from the school rooftop, thinking of jumping. Rajan interrupts him and tells him about their new art teacher. Ishaan ignores him. No teacher ever helped him, but it surprises everyone when Ram enters class dressed as a clown. He sings, plays flute, makes them dance, and brings fun to the class. The old Ishaan would have loved this, but now he stays quiet and doesn't join. Their first task is to draw anything they want. Ram wants to see their creativity to know how to help. The kids draw different pictures, but Ishaan doesn't touch his paper. At first, Ram thinks he's just thinking, but even when class ends, Ishaan's page is still empty. Worried, Ram asks him what's wrong, but gets no answer. That evening, Maya calls him. Ishaan holds the phone but stays silent. He hears the next visit is delayed because of Johan's tennis match. To him, it proves his family doesn't care. He sheds one tear and walks off in silence. Next day, Ram sees Ishaan kneeling outside class. Curious, he asks Rajan about him. Rajan explains Ishaan can't understand letters, no matter how hard he tries. Ram works in a school for kids with disabilities, so he notices children who seem special. To learn more about Ishaan, he checks his old notebooks and sees repeated mistakes. Even when teaching the special kids, he keeps thinking about Ishaan all the time. He faced the same issue as a child, so he feels connected to the boy. After some weeks, he figures out Ishaan's problem and travels to his town to meet his parents. They welcome him kindly and allow him to visit Ishaan's bedroom. Ram is shocked to see that Ishaan used to enjoy painting a lot. It makes him even sadder that pressure killed the spark inside the boy. Nankishore puts his son down, saying he's lazy and hates learning. Ram responds by showing him the same errors Ishaan often makes. Ishaan keeps flipping letters, like he finds it hard to tell them apart. Still, the father blames laziness, but Ram clearly tells him he's wrong. He says Ishaan has a brain condition called dyslexia. It stops him from seeing patterns in words and letters clearly. He also has poor control, so he struggles to tie his shoes. The child must have suffered a lot because nobody noticed his reading issue. In short, it's the parents who were lazy, not the child. Nankishore thinks Ram called his son dumb and gets angry at him. To explain better, Ram asks him to read some foreign letters on a box. When he fails to read them, he's scolded and finally sees his son's pain. Still, he doesn't believe that painting can ever earn Ishaan a living. Ram is ready to prove that he's completely wrong about the boy. Next day, he teaches kids about famous people who struggled in school. He mentions scientists, actors, and thinkers to give Ishaan hope. When Ram asks who made the light bulb, Ishaan finally speaks after weeks. He answers, Thomas Edison, and Ram sees new hope in the boy. Later that day, Ishaan is at the pond making a boat with leaves and bands. Ram is amazed and takes the boat home to keep it as decor. Ishaan's creativity returns, but he still has lots to learn in studies. One day, Ram meets the principal and tells him about Ishaan's issue. The principal suggests sending him to a school made for special kids, but Ram believes Ishaan can study with normal kids if guided well. He wants teachers to understand the issue and support him the right way. When the principal says no, Ram offers to teach Ishaan after school. The principal agrees, thinking it will help the child improve. From the next day, Ram tries fun ways to teach Ishaan letters. They use sand, Play-Doh, and touch-based learning tools to study. Ishaan also uses audiobooks and stares to learn how to calculate. In just 2 months, he learns letters others failed to teach for years. One day, Nankishore visits school to tell Ram about their research. He wants Ram to know he's proud and not an absent father anymore. Ram blames him for breaking the child's confidence, and he agrees. As he leaves, he sees Ishaan trying to read a notice on the board. Feeling guilty for hurting his son, he cries and avoids facing him. A few days later, Ram holds a painting contest for all students and teachers. Everyone gathers at the stage and joins in the fun event. Ishaan uses the painting kit his brother gave him for the first time. The contest begins and everyone starts drawing with excitement. Even teachers enjoy painting and do their best to create art. By the end, Ishaan paints a lovely image of himself by the pond. He goes forward to submit it and sees Ram painted a picture of him. The painting shocks him and he stands quietly without a word. Later, they say the best painting will be on the school's new yearbook cover. The principal says it was hard to pick between Ram's and Ishaan's works. In the end, Ishaan wins first prize and Ram gets second place. The crowd claps and cheers loudly for the amazing young painter. For the first time ever, Ishaan feels his skills are noticed by all. He starts crying and runs to hug his teacher with joy. In the final scene, Maya and Nankishore arrive for the parent meeting. The principal praises Ishaan's talent and shows them his painting on the book. Not used to such praise, the parents stand there in total surprise. The principal also thanks Ram for teaching the child the right way. Then the parents meet Ishaan's teachers, who show them his report. They talk about his big progress and praise him for his hard work. Outside, they see Ishaan playing and cry with happy hearts. Nankishore thanks Ram and says sorry for how he acted before. Finally, Ishaan says goodbye to Ram and leaves for holiday at home. By the way, don't forget to show some love by subscribing for more videos like this. Drop a like or comment to help the channel grow and stand out.